right, Biashara Tuesday here. We are trying to ride safely all the way to the end of the show, but also ensuring that road safety for you is a guarantee. There are a lot of things that you can do, of course, from a personal level to ensure that while you're out there on the road, uko salama, whether in public transport or also using your own private means. How do you monitor how do you monitor safety on the roads, yeah? And also, how do you ensure that there's safety on those roads? They usually say that when you go to driving school, you're told you're the only sane person on the road. Every other person is a madman. However, I believe that you are also every other person in this case. So let's educate all the madmen, including myself, on how we can ensure road safety. Accidents are recorded, above 3,000 people killed on the roads in Kenya every single year. And I think that number keeps on increasing even as we improve our infrastructure. We've seen the Nairobi Expressway, we've seen some of the bypasses. However, still much more to be done to ensure that there's safety, utmost safety on our roads. I'm having a conversation right about now with someone from Iconic Fusion, which is a company that is focused in doing exactly what I just described. A tech company that is looking to ensure that we are monitoring and ensuring road safety, reducing the number of driver-caused road accidents. Magati Komesa is joining me here on Biashara Tuesday. Give us your feedback, any questions that you may have on social media. I'll be forwarding them to Mr. Magati here at KUTV Kenya. However, let's just begin with this conversation. Magati, welcome to the show.
Thank you so much.
I see you got the memo to come tireless.
Yeah.
It's quite a thing today. How are you?
I'm good.
Yeah?
Yeah, thank you for having me.
Yes, welcome. How has been your weekend with the Supreme Court and everything?
It's been, I think it's been a long journey.
Yeah.
You know, the wait, Kenyans have been waiting. But I think finally we have a decision, so it's time to get back to business.
Yeah, let's move on, right?
Yeah.
Of course. Now, on the roads, you are trying to fix to solve the problem of driver-caused accidents. Maybe just was the motivation from on a personal level, or did you just look at the statistics, as I just mentioned there? Many people killed on the roads every single year. Was that the motivation, or how did you come about to come through to start this kind of iconic company?
Yeah, so for me, it's a very personal matter. Yeah, around a year ago, I was going for a meeting with a personal friend, and on the way to the meeting, I got a call, and someone told me, "Hey, hurry to this place. I think someone you know has been hit by a car." So at first I was confused because I had just talked to that person like 10 minutes ago. But when I got to the scene, he had been hit on a zebra crossing by someone who was overspeeding, you know. So at that moment, of course, I was shocked. And it took me a long time to just figure out how the zebra crossing should be the safest place,
right?
Yeah, for a passenger. Yeah. But what really got me the most is the fact that the person who hit him, you know, got away with it. Yeah.
Right.
So I sought a solution whereby we could bring accountability to, you know, the roads, some sanity to such drivers and to, you know, the overall road environment. Okay.
Yeah. Maybe before we get to the solution that you're offering from Iconic, now having had that personal experience that maybe motivated you to this company, or to begin this company, do you think the biggest issue lies on drivers not observing road rules, or is the infrastructure also a problem? As you mentioned, there's a zebra crossing, but no one wants to take care, or no one wants to follow the rules and the guidelines of the Traffic Act. If you take a look at the expressway, people overspeeding, as we saw a few cases back then. Is this an issue of the drivers, or is it an issue of infrastructure? Maybe a fusion of both.
So it's mainly an issue of the drivers. According to NTSA research, because you've mentioned averagely 3,000 people die a year from road accidents. So out of the 3,000, NTSA have projected like around 85 to 90% of all those accidents are driver caused. You know, right. So it's a driver caused problem. So basically human error, because the machines have been made to sustain the road environment.
Right.
So it's mainly human error.
Okay, mainly human error. And Iconic Fusion is trying to use technology in fixing these human errors. Can you maybe explain to us how that looks like?
So mainly what we're focusing on the driver. So how is this driver supposed to behave on the road? How are they supposed to drive that car? How are they supposed to respond to certain situations when it comes to accidents? Yeah. So our solution is driver focused. So we focus on monitoring the driver, and the system itself monitors the driver behavior. So once the driver is overspeeding, for example, it sends an alert. It alerts the driver to reduce the speed. But more than that, it also alerts the person managing the driver. That's your driver, for example, in this circle is overspeeding, so they need to slow down.
All right.
Yeah. So it also monitors driver fatigue. It monitors if the driver is on the phone. Yeah, and sends alerts.
Okay.
To the driver and also to the back end.
All right.
Yeah.
So that is the system. That is the solution,
That's the solution.
that you're offering to solve some of these human errors that we do see drivers commit on the roads. So what is the system? What is it? What exactly is it that you're giving the public and also private car owners?
So our system it's basically a software, embedded into the hardware. So it's an AI-powered camera mounted on the windscreen of the vehicle. So this camera records the vehicle's movement, and it also records the driver. Yeah. So for the vehicle movement, it monitors the location of the vehicle, the speed of the vehicle. For the driver, it monitors the driver's behavior. So a driver should concentrate on the road, should maintain the speed, they should not sleep, and such things.
So if they doze off, it does see them.
So if they doze off, it sends a really loud alert. It alerts the driver to wake up. And it sends a message to the team behind the driver. Yeah.
Or if it's the circle.
Yes.
So this is better than those stickers that I see in Matatus. Call this number if your driver in case your driver is overspeeding. Yeah? So it's a better, of course, and also technology empowered system. I see it's Wi-Fi enabled. How does that work, especially for public transport?
So it's Wi-Fi enabled and 4G enabled. Yeah. So mainly let's talk about the 4G enabled, because this is the important key when it comes to now monitoring and managing the whole fleet and the drivers. Yeah. Okay. So the system itself, it sends signals to the main office. So it uses data transmitters. So it uses a SIM card. Yeah. So the data transmitters enables the back office to be able to monitor the vehicle remotely.
All right.
From where they are.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So now, this footage, if I may call it so, continuous stream or not, where does it all go?
It's a continuous stream. It goes to our servers.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. So is this also available to the SACCO that is monitoring the driver?
Yes. So the SACCO, while they're at the back office, they're able to see everything that's going on. Everything.
This sounds like a lot of content. How is it stored? If you stream for 5 years into the future.
So it's just it just uploads to the server, and it's stored on the server. So the SACCO, for example, can opt to store this information for a certain period of time if they want to come back and train their drivers, on in this case you shouldn't have done this, you should have done this more. Yeah, so they can opt to store the information or continuously delete as it uploads.
All right.
Yeah.
Is it going to be also helpful for law enforcement officials? Because I'm also thinking in case of accidents where we need to determine who was on the wrong or who was not, webcams have also always been really helpful, as we've seen in other cases. Is this also a part of it? Is it maybe motivated towards that?
Yeah, the motivation, it's an all-round solution. Okay. But not motivated towards that. All right. But it can be used for that. Okay. But our vision and mission is to actually reduce the number of driver-caused accidents on the road, which leads to driver-caused deaths. Right. And to just explain the intensity of this problem, you've mentioned around 3,000 deaths happen every year. But this year alone, up to we are now in September, we are almost at around 2,600 deaths, and we've not even finished
the
the year.
festivities also
Yes,
coming up.
the seasons here. Yeah. So that's our mission, to actually just be part of the solution and solve this problem. One life lost is one life too much. Yeah.
Right. Are there features that we can maybe go through that are on this dashboard camera, and how easy or difficult is it to install it?
It's very simple. Even you can install it.
Okay.
Yeah. So the features are basically video quality. So video quality, it has a very high video quality. It has
1080p.
1080p HD. We also have some which are 4K. We also have it has a live monitoring function. And I think that's the core of our solution.
All right.
The driver being able to be monitored live, and for them to know that we are being monitored, so we need to behave on the road. We need to take care of our clients. Yeah. So the live monitoring feature, that's the core, and other many features.
All right.
Yeah.
What happens at night, especially for long distance drivers? Since it's live monitoring, is it able to see the driver at night, maybe over speeding? How does it work?
Yeah, so it has a night vision.
Oh, okay.
Yes, so it's able to see the driver.
Okay.
Yeah.
How much? I think this is also a very important aspect of it. How much is it going to cost someone to get this system in their car?
Yeah, so we have for commercial vehicles and for private vehicles. For private vehicles, they start from 6,000 shillings. For commercial vehicles, they start from 15,000 shillings. The difference is in the different features, and the size of the monitoring that's being done.
Maybe a highlight on how that difference looks like.
Yeah, so for a private vehicle, you don't necessarily need to have a live monitoring feature, right? So it just gives you the basic features of it monitors your car while it's parking, it records the video, so in case you're in an incident, you can easily access the video evidence on your phone and such stuff. For the commercial feature, we offer an all-round solution. So if you want to monitor your vehicles and your drivers, you are able to monitor their location, their GPS location. You can be able to monitor their speed. You're able to monitor the driver's behavior and the vehicle, from one back-end system. So if you have a fleet of around 50 cars, you can be able to monitor all of them from one computer screen.
Okay.
Yeah.
And this, because you said this is 6,500 for private vehicles, and also for commercial. How much is
15,000.
Around 15,000. Is this also inclusive of the monitoring system?
Yes, it's an all-inclusive package.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. You've made a case for technology and artificial intelligence in trying to, of course, alleviate that issue of road accidents and human error on the roads. Over in the United States, Tesla is, of course, experimenting with driverless vehicles, and we've seen a couple of those around. Do you think maybe that direction is somewhere we are finally, maybe eventually heading towards? Yeah.
Of course, I believe electric vehicles are the future, and driverless vehicles, of course. So we're heading towards that direction. Maybe in the next 30 to 50 years, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's Africans, we are usually the last adapters, for these things.
Yeah, a bit wary.
Yeah, a bit wary, but eventually the future is driverless and electronic.
Yeah, future is driverless and electronic. Away from the installation of this system, of course, we also need to know, is there a way that maybe these drivers, to just reduce the amount of things that the system is monitoring? It's monitoring whether they're sleeping, whether they're fatigued, whether they're overspeeding. Can we maybe also find a way to sensitize the drivers or to educate the drivers to reduce the amount of errors we're trying to monitor?
Yeah, so I think that's it's supposed to be, all stakeholders are supposed to be involved, right from the employers of these drivers. I think it starts there. So in case you notice your driver has some certain tendency on speeding, there's a way as an employer you can be able to manage that. Yeah, so it cuts across the board from the employers all the way to the NTSA. Yeah.
And also maybe innovators like yourself. Also.
Yes, and also now us who we come, as they call the Supreme Court the midwife of democracy.
The midwives.
So
all right, the midwives of road safety.
Yes.
That's you guys. So installation, how does someone get to you? And also the process of installation, do they bring their car to you? Do you go to them? Maybe to explain to them on how they can finalize this process.
Yeah, so installations, we have two options. We can come to where you are, that's on-site installation, and we come and install where you are, or you could come to our offices. We are located at Applewood Adams, 4th floor. That's along Gong Road, here next to Adams Arcade. You can come to our offices and we'll be able to install for you.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So make sure that you check them out. That is Iconic Systems KE, who are focused on promoting road safety by using technology that has driver monitoring system, as you mentioned, and also vehicle monitoring system. I'm having a look here at the dash cam, which you need to install in your car today, and we're also showing you some of the images there on the screen. Wi-Fi enabled and also 4G, so it uses a SIM card to do some of that transmission of content or monitoring of the driver. Video access through your phone, 1080p HD quality video as well, 24-hour parking monitoring, so it also does monitor if there's no driver in there.
Yeah, it monitors your vehicle.
Okay.
In case someone comes and
tries to steal it.
Steal your vehicle or removes your headlights, you have the
So it is
evidence.
also doubling up as a tracking system?
Yeah, it's actually a security system.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, all-round security system that gives all our drivers, owners of fleets, a peace of mind.
Yeah.
You know.
Night vision too. So if you're long-distance drivers, you feel like they are going to sleep somewhere along the way to Jinja or to Mombasa, install one of these ones and you'll be able to see what is happening. Loop recording. What is loop recording?
So loop recording, it's a feature whereby, because the dash cams, they use a memory card. Yeah. So the memory card, when it fills up, it automatically deletes the first videos. Okay. Yeah, so that the dash cam is continuously recording videos.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. That is how they are doing it over at Iconic Systems KE. How big is your team, and do you work? Are you the only one who's working on this, or are there other guys who are in support?
No, we are a team of 4. I'm the founder, and the other team, we work together to bring this solution to the market.
Okay.
Yeah.
Magati Komesa, the founder there at Iconic Fusion Limited, a company which is, as I said, focusing on leveraging technology to ensure and promote road safety. Make sure you check out those dash cams, 6,500 for your personal car. If you're a public transport owner or one of those circles, ensure also you do get this for your drivers to reduce some of those accidents we're witnessing all over on the roads. Your final call to road safety, first of all, maybe, and also to guys who want to come through and buy or purchase some of this and install them for their cars on this camera.
Okay. I think for the guys who want to come and install this solution, I'd seek you, especially for the fleet owners, the guys in the circles, the guys who are in the logistics business. This is a very, very good solution, both for your side to give you a peace of mind as you're monitoring your fleets and your vehicles, and also to just promote overall road safety for your clients. For road accidents, I think the way I've said, one life lost on the road is one life too much. And it's very, very avoidable if everyone on the road behaves accordingly and follows all the rules and regulations that have been set. So I urge everyone to stay safe on the road, especially as we're heading towards the festive seasons, and to drive safe and keep everyone safe.
All right.
Yeah.
Nijo Darkchild, Magati Komesa, amesema tu ooh. So someone is excited to see here on air. Thank you very much for tuning in and also giving us your shout out. Check them out. Iconic Fusion. One life lost on the road is one life too too many, as according to Magati, who is the founder over there at Iconic Fusion. Wakona Instagram page that you can check out some of the videos, by the way, that they've done there, trying to show how the system works. So before maybe you install it, go check it out. Iconic Systems KE on Instagram and also on Facebook, Iconic-Cams. And then maybe tell us if it works for you. We'd love to know, and also come and check it out once you have installed it. We're going to take a short break again, and then I'll be back to have a look at the headlines with one Vincent Odundo. So don't go too far.